Once upon a time, there lived a poor farmer named Raghu in a village. He worked day and night, but his condition never changed. His land was barren, the harvest was meager, and there was even a pile of food in the house. Raghu's family was also very worried about this situation. Raghu had an old piece of land that belonged to his ancestors. He worked on it every day, but the result was always disappointing. One day, while Raghu was working in the field, his eyes fell on a raised part of the ground in a corner of the field. The place looked strange. Raghu thought, maybe there is something buried here. Raghu's interest increased. He picked up a hoe and started digging at the place. He dug deep into the ground. Suddenly, his hoe hit something hard. Raghu's heart started beating fast. As he cleared the soil further, he found an old iron box. Raghu opened the box with trembling hands. As soon as he removed the lid, his eyes lit up. The box was filled with gold and silver coins, precious gems and jewelry. Tears of joy welled up in Raghu's eyes. He thought, God has rewarded my hard work. Now I can change my life. Raghu at first thought that he would keep this treasure for himself. But then he remembered the condition of his village. The other farmers in the village were also poor and worried. There was no school in the village, nor good tools for farming. Raghu realized that this treasure was not just for him, but should be used for the good of everyone. Raghu called the villagers and told them about the incident that had happened to him. At first, the people were surprised, but when Raghu showed them a glimpse of the treasure, everyone was happy. The villagers decided together that this treasure would be used for the good of the village. Using the treasure, they dug canals in the village so that water could reach the fields. They bought new tools for farming. They built a school so that the children could get an education. At the same time, they also built a medical center so that the sick could be treated. Slowly, the condition of the village started changing. The crops started to grow well, the children started studying, and prosperity came to the village. The village that was once full of poverty and despair, now happiness and progress were visible everywhere. The villagers were very grateful to Raghu. They made him the village chief. Raghu never considered this treasure as his personal property. He always thought about the people of the village and worked for their welfare. This story teaches us that true happiness lies in sharing it with others. Only the right use of wealth reveals its true value. When we think about the welfare of others, God helps us and we experience true happiness. Thus, Raghu went from a poor farmer to the most respected and beloved person in the village.